Today's episode is brought to you by the Highlands Performance Golf Center, North Dallas's premier golf practice facility with over 65 grass tees, 2 practice putting surfaces, a short game area, and an 18-hole mini golf course. With covered and heated tees, it's the best place to practice your game year-round. The Highlands Performance Golf Center is located in Carrollton on Trinity Mills, in between Marsh and Midway. Give them a call at 972-733-4111 or check them out on the web at highlandspgc.com. Welcome into another edition of From the Rough, America's favorite golf podcast, live from Tailgaters in Plano on Ohio Drive, as we are each and every Wednesday at 6 p.m. sharp, especially today because we don't have the late guy.
We don't have the trailer.
Here, the trailer.
Yeah, the trailer.
The trailer.
That's why they call him the bus, because it's always going slow and it's always late. You know, the school bus. You know, you never picked up always on time on the school bus. That's why his name is called Bus. This is a bus-free episode. So if you're into that, then welcome, and you will enjoy it. Best episode, too.
I'm your host, Tim Ham, and I am joined by the Matt Kuchar of the show, Mr. Johnny, the Golf Pro Gerber.
That's about right. That's actually the best analogy to compare it. I'm old, I can't hit it anywhere, and I'm old.
Well, y'all were going to be the Matt Kuchar and Ricky Fowler of the show, but Ricky Fowler couldn't make it today.
Yeah. Ricky Fowler is
well, and the reason I picked those two guys because they're two of my favorite guys. I think they're two of the best that haven't won majors yet.
Yeah, well.
So that's where I was going with it.
No, that's pretty good. You've been studying up. Last few episodes, you've been kind of off a little bit.
What?
Yeah, you've been a little off.
I've been watching too much women's lacrosse.
Yeah, women's something.
Watching too many women's lacrosse.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got a great show for everybody. We welcome everybody here live from Tailgaters. It's a good crowd. We appreciate everybody for coming out and enjoying some 65-cent wings.
Well, they got good drumlets here. They got the best drum. You got to get them well done. And you said last week.
Extra crispy.
Yeah, you have to get them that way. That's good. They're good. They got some good drumlets here.
And I downed about 20 before you got here.
You did?
I did, yeah.
You're going to have to take that bathroom break instead of me.
Oh, yeah. Might be feeling about 19 of them right now. Sitting in the gut. But great show. We apologize for missing last week. Was not my fault. Trust me, it's never my fault when we miss a week. It's the Matt Kuchar's fault.
Yeah, it was me. You know, that's old people. Sometimes we get a little down in the back and get a little hurt, and we get the mobility.
I'm older than you.
You are older than me, but the wear and tear on the body doesn't believe that.
Yeah, don't ask me about wear and tear on the body. Let me tell you about. Never mind. Hey, we got some British Open to talk about.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're also going to get into the Alternate Field Barbasol Championship just a little bit from last week. And, of course, the upcoming 3M Open up in the Twin Cities. And some other stuff. We may have a visit from Mills towards the end of the show.
You think so?
I can feel it. I'm feeling it.
You know, he's been kind of dodging us the last couple of weeks.
He has. He's embarrassed.
He must be playing like shit. There's something going on with Mills. He doesn't have any shit to talk on me about. There's something going on with Mills that we'll find out tonight. He might be firing tonight. He might be firing all cylinders tonight.
Maybe Griggs hasn't given him any ammunition for you, and that's why he doesn't want to come on.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll find out.
So it was an eventful British Open. It was a great British Open, in my estimation, just from watching it on TV, and I watched tee to green every freaking day, best I could. And Collin Morikawa wins another major. Louis Oosthuizen with another close call. And I'm not going to lie, I was kind of pulling for Louis a little bit there towards the end.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, it's one of those, we talked about it before the British Open started. It's one of those golf tournaments that's just so great because you're waking up at however early you wake up in the morning and golf is on.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and it's like if you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's like, oh, man, the British Open's on. And it's like 5 o'clock. It's like, okay, let's click it on and just kind of lay in bed a little bit and kind of chill and whatever. That's the cool part about that. The kind of shitty part is you're drunk by noon.
I call that a Wednesday.
If you consider that bad, right? Because you're just like, oh, man, this is great. And the golf is over at 2 o'clock, but it's like, hey, you've had like 6 beers. And you're like, oh.
Well, but the cool part is because they'll usually do an hour break, or they'll have the later coverage on one of the networks. Early coverage is on Golf Channel. Then they'll switch over to network till 2.
Yeah.
Then there's like an hour break. You can go back to Golf Channel and watch everything that you missed at 2 in the morning.
There's no hour breaks anymore. They
just go back to back now, don't they?
They got it streamed on. The first part is like Peacock streamed at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, which I have, which is cool.
And they're just watching the wind blow or something before everybody takes off. I don't know what they really do.
So I have a confession about the the links courses over there.
Yeah.
And the the British Open, St. Andrews and St. Royal George and all that, Royal St. George and all of that. And because it's really weird for me to look at a golf course and watch golf and there's no trees.
It's interesting,
It confuses the crap out of me.
Well, they can't have trees because the wind blows so hard they'll just tear it up. That's a weird golf course, and it's in the rotation of the British Open.
Right.
Historically it's the hardest rotation per score by far, and here's why. It's not a typical links golf course. Mm-hmm. It's so hilly and moundy that you couldn't really tell on TV how hilly and uphill some of these golf shots are. But then you get on top of the hills, and then the wind's blowing. You get down in the kind of little valleys and the sand dunes and stuff like that. So it's not your typical flat, link-style golf courses where the wind's blowing all the time. And this is why this is not the only reason why Collin Morikawa won. It wasn't really playing condition-wise like a British Open, right? It was like playing a normal scenario.
Because winds weren't really a factor.
Zero factor. And it's not. Listen, that's not why he won. Why he won because the weather was great. He hit the ball better than everybody else. He's notoriously not a great wind player.
Right.
When it comes to that, so it's set up in his favor.
Well, man, he earned it. Like you said, it wasn't given to him. He earned it.
No doubt.
Pulled away from Spieth, pulled away from Oosthuizen.
And if you look at the second round, and when Jordan Spieth in the middle of the fairway bogeyed 17 and 18 back to back and missed the third round, and he missed that little 18-inch putt on the third round. You're like, okay, is these two shots going to cost him? And it did.
And it did. Absolutely did.
And you think about that in the betting aspect of it, you're just like, okay, but is that just Jordan Spieth never misses those type of putts?
Right.
But is that Jordan Spieth saying, hey, listen, I haven't been in this situation for a long time, and it's great, it's like a little nervy? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But it's good for him to be in that. Listen, I had this conversation yesterday with somebody, and they're like, what do you think about Jordan Spieth? I was like, what do you mean? They were like, do you think he's back? I said, you better goddamn believe he's back. And he has got his confidence. He's got his swing where he wants to. And it's all about confidence, Jordan Spieth. I mean, for sure. And
he's swinging the club very confidently right now.
It was really, really good. And some of those little hiccups that you have come from not being in that situation for a long time. Mm-hmm. And so that's really what I think about Jordan Spieth. And
all of these weekends that he runs into crap like that's making him better for the next weekend.
Oh, you better believe it. You learn from those things. Yeah. But no, there's no doubt Collin Morikawa hit the ball. He didn't miss a golf shot on Sunday. I mean, he missed one golf shot that he short-sided himself, I believe it was on 14 or 15, and an impossible up and down. And he hit a golf shot. He hit a chip up there 15 feet, and he made the putt. And he was always, if there was any flaw in his game, he's not the greatest putter in the world, right? If there's any flaw.
Well, when his putting is on, though, he's unstoppable.
Because he's the best iron player in the world.
Yeah, he does have streaks. He's a streaky putter.
And when I say he's a bad putter, when I say he's a bad putter for tour standards, and I give this analogy to people all the time. I play a lot of pro-ams. I got a lot of friends that play golf. I said, let me tell you something, guys. The best putter that you know, as just playing golf and whatever, is the worst putter on tour.
Yeah.
That's how good those guys are when it comes to chipping and putting. So, yeah, listen, he was a well-deserved champion, and in going through some of the stats, in rare company of, Jack Tiger and him winning 2 majors before the age of 25. So he got some rarefied company having that win. I didn't pick him just because I didn't think, he never played links golf before the Scottish Open the week before. I don't want to go back to say he won it because the wind wasn't blowing, but that was a huge factor that helped him win the golf tournament. And you have to have those.
Yeah.
You have to have those.
Well, it was fun to watch Collin Morikawa, though, tear it up.
Yes.
And who doesn't like Collin Morikawa? Does anybody not like him?
He's likable.
24 years old, and he's playing like he's 35, and he's been playing for 15 years on the tour.
Yeah, look at he's likable. You know what was cool? I don't know if you saw this today or yesterday. So he flew back, had the British Open trophy, And he flew commercial.
Yeah.
And like,
I didn't see that.
Where do you sit?
How funny is that?
You buy an extra seat for that trophy just
flew
to sit
commercial.
That's pretty cool.
That is very cool. That just shows you what a down-to-earth dude he is.
I dig that, man. I dig that. You know, he didn't say, hey, man, I want to find me a plane back over here to go back to the US.
And he didn't want to say, here, ship it back to me because I'm flying commercial. He's just like, you know what? It's carry-on.
That's pretty cool.
You think they had to go through the little thing that scans your luggage when you do the carry-ons?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely they did.
How awesome would that have been?
That silver beeps off a lot, I promise you.
Oh, yeah, big time. So we got your picks for last week. You put them out on Twitter. Before we get into your real picks, we have to go through my fake picks.
Yeah.
Because I did make my fake picks.
Yeah, you do
last
every week.
We didn't do them on the show because we weren't here. But just so in case you didn't know there, Johnny, I picked for the win was Royal. God, I can't say his name, dude. I've never been able to say his name. We're just going to go with R. McIlroy.
Yeah.
For the win, of course, I missed that on. He tied for 46th at even par. However, my top 10 pick was Brooks Koepka. Tied for 6th at 8 under.
Oh, so you
I hit on my top 10.
So you picked 50 people in your first.
That's 2 people.
Well, I'm talking about through the last 3 or 4 weeks. So you got one person.
Hey, when I get one right, I'm going to gloat. Look, you did a lot better than me this week. We're going to get into that. You're going to get
a lot better than you every week.
Sometimes. And then my top 20 was Neiman. He tied for 59th.
Can't play over. Can't. I like the kid. He just got a little scarred from. I think he was still scarred from Rocket Mortgage.
Dude, he had a bad week for sure.
Yeah, he wasn't on my radar.
But Johnny's real picks. We had. Let's see. You had Victor Hovland.
Yep.
Who tied for 12th at 6 under. Patrick Reed missed the cut.
Yep.
Lee Westwood tied for 59th at 2 over. Your ham sandwich was Mark Leishman.
Yep.
Missed the cut. Top 10, you had Tony Finau, who tied for 15th at 5 under. However, you had Scotty Scheffler in your top 10. He tied for 8th at 7 under. You hit both of your top 20s, Johnny.
I did.
Paul Casey tied for 15th at 5 under, and Robert McIntyre tied for 8th at 7 under.
So it was another winning
hits,
week.
Man.
Yeah. So
big
it was
time winning week for you.
Yeah, great winning week. Even though that's if you go through the betting and if your unit value is $100, it was a plus 1,200 unit week.
Right.
So if you bet $100 for every one of these plays, so you will be plus $1,200.
And if you guys aren't listening to Johnny's picks every week and following him on Twitter and From the Rough on Twitter and getting these picks and using them for your own benefit, you're missing out because he hits more than he misses.
Yeah, so it was the fifth winning profitable week in a row. Week before I had if everyone whoever followed, I had Furyk winning the U.S. Senior Open.
Yep.
So that was a good hit, and I had 3 more top between the PGA Tour event and the senior event. I had 3 more winning numbers. So that was another winning week. So we got 5 winning weeks in a row, and I believe this week is going to be the 6th.
I think so. We can't wait to get into the 3M Open. Before we do that, there was an alternative field tournament played, the Barbasol Championship at Keene Trace Golf Club, Nicholasville, Kentucky. So Gerb, explain to me these alternate field tournaments a little bit. So clearly these are guys who don't qualify for the big tournament that's being played, whatever it is, whether it's a World Golf Championship event or a major or whatever. I guess they just have to have somewhere for the guys to play rather than just taking a week off, right?
Sure. So you have the major championship and you have a World Golf Championship. So, they're limited field events.
Right.
So you have so many PGA Tour members. And I like the alternate field events because it gives some opportunities, first off, for the young guys to get some starts. And you get a lot of guys that kind of resurrecting their career, or there's a lot of things that these guys want to come in and play. But I love the alternate field events in every major. So there's probably 6 or 7 alternate field events through the year, and it just gives a lot of opportunity again to the younger guys. And the only rub, if there's any rub, is that you get your points. You get your moneyless points, so it's a little bit scaled down because you're not playing in the major. But the alternate field events, you don't get the exemption to the Masters.
Right. So, no exemption for Seamus Power, by the way, at 21 under, winning a playoff over JT Poston. He is, however, granted a 2-year PGA Tour exemption.
Yep, that's normal.
So, good for him. Good for, by the way, the awesomely named Seamus Power.
Seamus. He's from Ireland.
He's from Ireland.
Is he?
That was the worst Irish accent I've ever done.
That was bad.
Yeah,
was that your lucky charm?
Cut that out. Good day, mate.
No,
is that Irish?
No,
Irish?
that's Australian.
Oh.
Where's your Lucky Charm?
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie. Is that Irish?
This thing is going south real fast.
Not Irish, is it? Damn it. Okay, no more accents for me.
I think that goes from you don't have a passport because you don't know the accents of people in different countries.
I have a television.
But that doesn't matter. They fake that shit. This stems. I just learned.
Here we go.
30 minutes ago, Tim has never had a passport.
I could hit it like Jesus.
I've never needed a passport.
Well, everyone needs a passport.
For what? No one has ever asked me for a passport.
It doesn't matter. There's a lot of things people don't ask you for. It doesn't mean you don't need it.
Like what?
I mean, I'll think of some shit, but
I've never gone anywhere that I needed a passport.
That's not
All of
true.
my international travel was places I did not need a passport.
In 1982,
1998, sir, was the last time I traveled internationally, and I was not asked for a passport.
well, it's not internationally. It's if it's on the same continent.
Well, you got to have one to go to Mexico.
Now,
No, you did. You've always had to have one to go to Mexico, right?
No.
I think you have.
No,
I bet Katie knows. She lives in Mexico half the time. Do you have to have a passport to go to Mexico? Did you pre 9/11 have to have a passport to go to Mexico? Pretty sure you did.
I don't think so. What about Puerto Rico? You definitely don't.
Why
there.
would anyone go to Puerto Rico?
I love Puerto Rico.
For what? Golf?
I love Puerto Rico.
It ain't the ladies.
My mama's watching this show again tonight. I love Puerto Rico. Let's just
No
say
desire.
That.
No desire to go to Puerto Rico.
I got yelled at last week by my mama.
Because you're a potty mouth. You cuss like a sailor, and there's a sailor right there.
I told her we weren't doing the show tonight because
Hey, do you want me to block her on the channel on Facebook?
Yeah.
So she can't ever tune in again?
Boy.
No, I'm not a world traveler. I don't desire to go anywhere that I have to. If they need a passport for me, I don't want to go see you.
Well, we figured that out by the accents where you think they're from. So
good day, mate.
That might be a good trivia show for the trivia show. Where's this accent from?
Dude, I would fail miserably.
100%.
They all sound the same to me, and I can't stand any of them. Although, I will tell you this. Okay, I'm on record on pretty much all of my shows as to how much I hate British accents. Not a fan of British accents. I'm not a fan of Spanish accents. Lance and I got into a text battle earlier today because he said that Sofia Vergara chick from Modern Family is the hottest thing that ever walked the planet.
She's Colombian.
And I said, she's great. It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
I said, it's great.
No, it's not.
Until she opens her mouth and she asks, you got to hear her talk. And he's like, no, that's a sexy accent. I'm like, nope, I am out. I don't care how hot a chick is. If she talks like that, I'm out.
I can tell you that even if they speak Spanish, I can tell you the difference if they're from Colombia, Venezuela.
Well, they speak Spanish in Colombia, right?
Yeah, but it's the dialect. It's the accent. It's how they say it.
It all sounds terrible to me.
It's 100% true.
It's all the only accent on a chick.
But if you had a passport, you would know this.
The only accent on a chick that that was like Hispanic that I thought was sexy.
Be careful. Mama Gerber's watching.
Was the only accent that I thought was sexy on a woman that was a Hispanic accent, and she was from Brazil and she spoke Portuguese. The Portuguese accent, I was like, okay, this is not terrible.
Okay.
And that is as far as our relationship went. I told her she wasn't terrible.
Did she say abrato to you?
She said, good day, mate.
Back to golf.
But anyway, no. I mean, I just have no desire. I don't have any desire to go to Mexico. I'll go to Canada every day of the week. I don't need a passport to go there because they know me by now. So, it is what it is. So, congratulations to Seamus McPowermus winning the Barbasol Championship. Before we get into the 3M Open there, Johnny Football Gerber.
Yeah.
Johnny Betting Gerber.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the 51st Higginbotham Texas State Open this coming week at the Cascades Club in Tyler.
Yeah. What about it?
So you're playing.
I am playing.
Can you preview the tournament for us, please?
There's not much of a preview. I'm going to be there.
And you're playing.
I'm going to play.
You're not caddying this time.
I'm not caddying this time. I'm gonna give it a run. Health-wise, I'm not the greatest, but I don't ever make excuses for that. So I'm going to give it a run. Yeah, we'll see. I'm playing in the Pro-Am with my boy Jeb and a couple other my buddies. The funny part is, it'll be a great event. It's.
Have you played this course before?
I haven't, so I'm going to go over there. I'm playing the Pro-Am on Monday. Get a little course knowledge. It's the biggest state open in the country. So
Texas is the biggest state in the country, so it should be.
Yeah, qualifying is very, very difficult. Brian Coe is also playing next week. He's a good buddy of mine. We played last week in the Texas two-man and played okay.
Yeah, we were supposed to talk about that last week.
Finished 7th, so it was all on him. He played great.
You guys were in the lead after the first day, right?
we had a good chance of being in the lead there for a little while, and I let him down a little bit. I wasn't a little down in the back. I kind of had some back issues, and like I said, no excuse. So I've got some therapy last week, so hopefully I can go out there and be pain-free next week and put on a good performance. But the cool part is, there's some pretty good big names that's playing in the tournament next week. So they gave a sponsor's exemption to Romo and Johnny Manziel to play next week. So,
we got a YouTube comment, by the way, not to interrupt you, from your buddy Brian Coe. It says Morikawa is a nice, boring guy.
It's true.
I don't know if he's boring.
It's true. It's true.
Brian, we will take whatever you say, and
Speaking
we will
of Brian Coe, he had a good finish this week. I didn't play this week in the. There was a big section of it I didn't play because I'm trying to get some therapy on the back. But Brian Coe, I believe finished in the top 10 this week. He had a kind of a rough first round and shot 3 or 4 under. He finished 15. Griggs would say. Griggs is the first person.
Are you sure that wasn't 51st?
Griggs is the first person to tear somebody down. I tried to give him. Yeah. I tried to boost him up on 10, and Griggs said, "No, it's 15."
Yeah. We know that about
0
Griggsy.
Wins for
about
sure.
Griggsy.
So yeah, Brian's in good form. I look for him to have a good week next week. Really, playing with him for a couple of days in the Texas two-man, it was really good. His game is kind of coming around. So I expect a good week for him next week. And if I can kind of get a little bit healthy, I feel like I can play pretty well.
Well, before Johnny, we get into the 3M Open discussion and preview. We need to introduce the star of the show.
Oh, there he is. I just saw him.
As Big Red Lance Dorset joins the show. Hello, Big Red.
Absolutely. What's up, boys? How are y'all?
Big Red. Give it to me, Lance. Give it to me, Lance. Push. Give it to me, Lance.
Hold my right nipple.
Yep.
There he is.
Yep.
Hey, you might want to check your microphone input. It sounds like you're in a cave.
Well, I'm glad you came on 30 minutes later because I don't know if we could have done 3 full hours together. So I'm glad you gave me a 30-minute briefing.
Well, I always do what I can, Johnny.
How was golf today, Lance?
Golf was terrible.
That doesn't sound good.
You never sent me that video. You ain't been down here. You never sent me a video, so I'm just saying.
I think Lance is having technical difficulties. We'll let him get those worked out. So the 3M Open this weekend.
Can't hear you, Lance.
The 3M, we can't hear you, Lance. The 3M Open this weekend, TPC Twin Cities, par 71. 7,164 yards. That's at least the course. I don't know if they're going to play it that way. But because I saw different descriptions of the course. Some said par 71, some said par 72, so I didn't know which one to
71.
run with. I wasn't sure which one to run with. Their website said 72, so it's not a huge popular field, really, because from what I saw, just 4 of the top 20 players will be participating this week.
Yep.
But your 2020 winner, Michael Thompson, isn't nearly as interesting as the 2019 winner, and Matthew Wolff, as he eagled the last hole to beat, who was it, DeChambeau?
Yeah.
And somebody, I can't remember the other guy, by 1 stroke on the last hole.
It might have been Morikawa, wasn't it?
Morikawa.
Yeah.
It was Morikawa.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's one of those deals. And it's one of those golf tournaments, it's like, not to degrade like John Deere, 3M, one of those things. So you always get in a struggle of having a field of the week before a major and the week after the major, right? Who's really going to play? Who's ready to take a week off after the major? So it's just one of those golf tournaments that fits right after a major, and especially when they're traveling so far. So do they need a little bit of rest? Yeah, a little bit, and also with the Olympics coming up, so you eliminate obviously you eliminate probably
pretty much everybody on the Olympics, right?
Yeah, I mean, how many of those guys in the top 20 or in the world top?
Well, guess who is playing though? Who's not playing in the Olympics?
DJ.
Yeah.
He you know why he didn't go over?
Because he hates America.
Doesn't have a passport.
You know what? I have more respect now for Dustin Johnson than I ever did before.
And you know why he doesn't have a passport? Because he probably didn't know how to fill it out, the application.
Dude, come on now.
I'm just saying.
And you know
he went in. I think he tried to fill it out, and he went in. He didn't know how to go to Kinko's and get that goddamn little picture for your passport. So he tried to use his PGA Tour picture because he couldn't get into Kinko's.
We would like to welcome everybody to the John Gerber Dustin Johnson joke series as it continues this week.
You know me. I think that anybody that qualifies for the Olympics that does not go participate in the Olympics and participate for their country is out of their mind. I mean,
well, we just established, Lance, that for whatever sport I would be qualified to compete in, I wouldn't be able to go because I don't have a passport.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that makes me un-American or what.
Well, it doesn't make you un-American, but you can get one done and you can expedite
sounds
one.
Like a lot of work.
Like I said, I think that application process for DJ is a little rough. I think it's rough.
Dude, I had hard enough.
I think it's rough.
It took me 5 months to fill out a divorce decree, so I don't know how long it takes me to do a passport.
Are you saying that Paulina's not much smarter?
Well,
look who her dad is. Come on.
Yeah.
What's he ever done?
I don't think she can fill the application in because I don't think he wants her to know half the shit, his real name and all that stuff. So I
wonder what that prenup looks like.
Yeah.
I said nup, Lance. Don't get too excited. I said nup.
Sorry. Yeah. Jeb Brown and I followed Paulina around Colonial one day.
I bet you did.
We weren't following JD. We were
who's JD? Yeah, John Daniels was there?
Pre babies or post babies?
Pre.
Yeah.
She has babies.
Pre babies.
She looks probably about the same. I mean,
who's her dad? Who's her baby daddies?
And you,
DJ?
You know they're not married. I told you that.
Yeah, no, we had to look it up. And you were absolutely been engaged for like 12 years.
Yeah.
Somebody's got an issue with what do you call it?
Well,
commitment. Somebody has a commitment issue.
Well, I think there he goes again. I don't think he knows how to fill out the goddamn marriage papers.
Can he spell commitment?
I'm just saying.
Have you spotted him the C and the T?
No. There's definitely there's too many goddamn letters in that. There's only too many M's, too many. No.
Can Dustin Johnson spell Louis Oosthuizen?
Absolutely not.
I mean, I can barely spell, and I get to look it up.
He calls him Low.
Low Oosthuizen.
He just calls him Low.
Speaking of Louis Oosthuizen, Johnny and Big Red, is he returning too soon? Why in God's name is he playing back this week after what happened to him at the Open and after what's been happening to him as he's all the near misses, all the swings and misses? I was thinking about this today. If he
I'm gonna tell you why.
If he was to win this weekend, which I don't think he will.
No.
But to me, it would be equal parts cruel and heartwarming just because of everything that he's gone through to win like this tournament.
Here's why he goes back is because first off is if he doesn't, he's going to be thinking about this shit for the next 2 weeks, and he needs to go to a place that we can make a lot of birdies and have some confidence. It's not about him winning.
Yeah.
Not about him winning. It's about him getting back in the fire and competing.
Right.
And this is actually the best thing he can do is to go play in a tournament where you're going to make 25 birdies, man,
right,
and just go and kind of
might only have 32 putts the entire tournament.
I don't really know how to say it. I don't really think he played that bad on Sunday.
No, he didn't. Morikawa just outplayed him. And everybody else.
He was one of the two guys in the top 20 that shot over par, right?
Right.
It was him and Corey Connors. He shot 2 over par in a just whatever day, but he got beat, man. If he shoots even par 2 or 3, he still loses.
Right.
Like he got beat, and he's playing again to get his confidence. He's getting back on that horse, and he's going to go play golf and get back in the States and play golf.
Let's make this real clear. Morikawa won the tournament. Nobody else lost it.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. Yeah.
Morikawa went out and won the damn tournament. Nobody else gave it to him. And props to the kid, man.
Yep.
I mean, he is a stud. He is the ball striker of all ball strikers now.
And I made a comment earlier, Big Red. I'm not degrading his win, but he got the value of whether that was really, really good. He struggles as a win play. He struggles in the win. He really, really struggles in the win. And that's not what he didn't win because it wasn't windy. He won because he was exceptional ball striker. But I tell you, if it was windy there, that was going to that would change the tournament. I'm not saying he wouldn't win, But it would bring more people into play than just him.
Right, and I know that's something that we've talked about before, especially as far as the Open goes.
Yeah.
And you go out and win the Open, but there is a lot of luck in the draw.
Sure.
As how the times you go off and play on Thursdays and Fridays.
More so there than anywhere.
And that's what I'm getting at. Is it if you go out there and you get a lucky draw, you get a lucky time. If your times are set and you get out and you're in the weather, especially those seaside courses, you get out there and you're not having to hold on to your hat every damn time you step off.
Johnny doesn't wear hats.
Nope.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's crazy out there. Especially anywhere seaside, the winds pick up, everything changes, and it's all about having the luck of the draw as far as tee times on Thursdays and Fridays. And then once you get past that, once you get to the weekend, it's just a matter of hanging on and doing your thing. And he did it.
He made a comment that I liked, that he said, listen, if I didn't play in the Scottish Open, he never played links golf. Like, he'd never been over there to play links golf. So he made a comment, was like, if I didn't go play the Scottish Open the week before, and he finished in the middle of the pack, he's like, I would have no chance of winning.
Yep.
How the club comes into the turf, it's a firmer kind of deals. He switched up. People don't realize he switched up his irons to have less bounce in his irons, so he could dig through the turf a little bit more for the British there. So he switched his irons 2 weeks before. Actually, in the Scottish Open, he played with his old irons. The British Open, he switched irons to shave off some of the bounce, because in the Scottish Open, the club was bouncing too much because the turf was so hard. Yeah, It was too tight. Just the guy is just so smart that way. But that's one of the comments that he said. He was like, listen, if I didn't go there and play the week before in the Scottish Open, knowing that the turf so much bounce, I would have had no chance.
No, it's crazy, man. I'm proud for the kid. He's won 2 majors in 8 appearances.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that right? I mean, by God, that's
Jack and Tiger's the only people that do it before 25.
Hey, watch out, Jack and Tiger.
Yeah,
he's coming for the record.
I mean, what do you see there's a flaw? I mean, there's not a lot of flaw with the kid. I mean, he's good for the game. He's personable. I mean,
apparently he's boring.
Well, yeah, he could be a little bit boring. I mean, I think he's boring.
I mean, it's golf. You're supposed to be boring.
You ever see his girlfriend?
Nope.
She's not boring. She's not boring.
No. She better than Paulina?
Yes.
Hey, let me ask y'all a serious golf question. At this point in their respective careers,
John Rahm.
Who's the better golfer, Collin Morikawa or John Daly?
Really, is that a serious question?
Wow.
I mean, you know how much we love the John Daly, and I mean, he looks like Santa Claus now. But I would still love to play around the golf with him and see how much beer
I think Johnny could hook that up.
John, I'm sorry, Lance, go ahead.
See how much beer the 3 of us could drink together.
A lot, I promise.
I'm telling you. Johnny, could you imagine how much beer John Daly, Lance Dorsett, Tim Ham, and Jeb Brown, how much Miller
all the Miller Lights.
So
much Miller Lite could we put down?
All of it.
So
in a round of golf?
If you ever been to a tour event, do you ever see like the TaylorMade tour trucks where they fix their clubs? They would have to bring a Miller Lite truck like the tour
to restock the
tour truck.
Girl.
Yeah.
Dude, off topic. My wife is a big TikTok person.
Are y'all still married, by the way?
Yes. Well, yeah.
I totally lost that pool.
So she sent me this TikTok, and it's a dude that has it's a new kind of golf tournament. It's a 4-man team, and you go out and you get a birdie or a -1, a -1 stroke for every beer that your team drinks during the tournament. I'm gonna tell you this:
we would be over 100 under par.
The number this guy posted, and they won this tournament. I laughed because I went back and I showed it to Stacy and I said, "This team has no prayer whenever I show up with my team."
What was it?
Yeah, what was it? What was the number?
Negative. It was a minus 61.
Oh, no,
God.
You guys are killing.
Dude, we could do that by ourselves.
Me and Tim.
Yeah.
Me and Tim in a two-man scramble could shoot negative 61
against
with
foursomes.
I don't know. I think JEB could. I think JEB, if you put the coal to his feet, he'll drink 2 or 3 a hole.
Oh, easy. Yeah.
I'm telling you. Yeah, we put Waterbed on the team with us. Then we're in a three-man scramble. We play 3-man against 4-man teams.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that wouldn't even be that's not even a fair fight.
We scratch out pars on the golf course and just drink beer.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, Jeb and I can go through a case of beer apiece in an 18.
Oh yeah, it's not a fair fight.
No.
Where does this occur? Because we need to go. Let's just plan on it.
Let's just do one. I got a golf course just down the street.
Well, it would be cheating though if we organized it, because then everybody's gonna say, "Well, yeah, y'all drink all the beer. Of course, you're gonna do it."
Why?
We need to find somebody else to organize it for us.
Yeah.
Just because I may be a member of the USA drinking team doesn't mean that I can't play golf.
Do you got to have a passport for that?
Yes.
You don't have to have a passport to come to Missouri.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Missouri's still in the United States.
Because they won't let me on the Kansas Turnpike anymore. I keep getting dirty letters in the mail from the last time I came up to see you, and I hadn't paid my at the time what was a $2.75 toll bill, but now the bills that I'm getting are for
$62.50,
$70. And I'm like, look, I just forgot. Okay, here's $7. We'll call it even.
That's why they call it the friendly state or whatever.
I probably should pay that at some point.
That'd be nice.
Can I bill that to the company?
Yeah. Well, no.
So let's get into Johnny's picks. Do you have your picks, Johnny?
I do.
I thought I wrote them down, but
I do. Everyone's got them. They're on Twitter.
I know, and I thought I converted them to my sheet, but I don't think I did.
I still haven't got any mailbox money from or any direct deposits from all the money I'm making people with all these picks, and I'm just kind of, whether I'm glad I didn't. I don't know if they don't have my address or what, or Venmo.
Maybe you should post his Venmo on.
I think so.
On the screen so that people can send Johnny a tip money.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we have to get into my fake picks first.
That'd be great. So
we're getting into my fake because Lance, you haven't been here for a little bit, so I do fake picks every week, and I'm getting better. These are they're not for gambling purposes. These are just,
Well, thank God they're not.
Because I'm just saying, this is who I pick to win. I do a winner, a top 10, and a top 20 every week. Hey, I'm about 50%.
You are not waiting. Hell no, you're not.
I'm 50% from being 10%.
50. You have some beauties.
67% of the time, it works every time.
You have some beauties. You have some. I think 2 weeks ago you picked 2 dudes and not even in the goddamn field. But
they were in the field.
They weren't even playing.
I mean, there were 17 alternates in the Open Championship. So.
But how many mulligans were taken?
None.
I don't believe that.
Some people want to have a few, I promise you.
All right, here are my fake picks for the 3M Open at TBC Twin Cities. For the winner, I've got John's man, DJ. I got DJ for the win. Top 10.
Odds on favorite.
Top 10.
Shocker, he picks a favorite.
Is his name Sergio Garcia? Sergio Garcia.
That's the best accent you've done all night, really.
Good day, mate.
Oh, jeez. Man, we can't go through this again because whenever Colby gets here, I guarantee you Colby will punch him in the ear.
Yeah.
And for my top 20, John Daly.
Again, let's just write that in every week. Again, there you go. This guy's not even playing.
Why is he not playing?
Because he's on the senior tour for one.
Well, he would come dominate the regular tour at this place.
They're doing the senior.
There ain't none of the big wigs playing at this tournament either.
It's like old school. At the end of your picks, it's like the old school comedy. It's like, yeah, coming from the guy that's probably not going to get in.
Coming from the guy that's not going to get it in, that's for sure.
You never saw that part in old school?
Yeah. I had to give myself an applause there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So go back to the real picks and the real money makers. And
all right, so Johnny. These aren't your picks. These are your bets.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Yeah, Johnny doesn't make picks. He makes bets.
Because bets are winners. And actually, I got a couple bets for the Senior British Open that they're playing this week. So they're going back-to-back over there for the senior guys. So I got three picks that I like. I actually like Bubba Watson this week at 35-1. I think he's been playing well. I think he just coming off the COVID, didn't go across the pond, so I think he's well rested. He had no symptoms, so it was one of those things that I liked with him. I think it's one of these golf tournaments. He's not going to get in the Ryder Cup, but he's in really good form. So I think that's at 35-1. He's got a good opportunity this week. Patton Kizzire at 65-1. He's in good form. He's a great summertime player. He's had some really good finishes, and I like him this week. A guy that's the guy I really liked has a great opportunity to win. The last 2 weeks, he's finished in the top 20 is Ryan Moore at 65-1. He's had some injuries the last couple years. I think his game is kind of coming back to form. This is one of these golf tournaments that it's going to be if it's going to be a winner that no one really knows. It's just like kind of the John Deere. It's kind of one of the middle tier guys. He's going to be one of the guys. My ham sandwich this week is Cameron Champ at 150-1.
The great Cam Champ.
He hits it plenty far. It's a long golf course for these guys. He's playing well. Finally, I think he's healthy. Top 10 I got this week. I got Keegan Bradley at plus 360. Again, he's coming into form. It's one of these golf tournaments that's a limited field in terms of top players in the world. He always thrives on these types of scenarios. Keegan Bradley. I don't know if he can win. I don't know how much he's been playing, but I like him top 10. And again, I'll go back to Cameron Champ, finish in the top 10 if he doesn't win. It's a golf course that suits him well. He's plus 900 to finish in the top 10. So I think it's really his golf courses. It suits him really well. My two top 20 picks this week is Hank Lebioda at plus 225. His last 3 starts, he's finished in the top 15. He's made his card through the year. He's kind of one of those journeyman guys. He's a good player. Played at Florida State with Daniel Berger, and one of those guys it's really been playing well. He's in really good form. Hope he can continue to go top 20. I don't know. I think he's a little tired. He took the week off from the British Open, but I like him at 225 and finish in the top 20. And Maverick McNeely to finish in the top 20 at 250.
By the way, another one of the greatest names, Maverick McNeely.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that was loud.
Well, he's probably the richest guy on tour.
Maverick McNeely?
His dad is the owner, CEO of
Rand McNeely? Oh, that's
his dad is the CEO of who sponsors Phil?
KPMG?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
You impressed that I knew that?
His dad, yes. Well, it was only 3 letters, so that's 4. KPMG, yeah, 4.
KPMG.
Dustin. That was good, Dustin.
Good day, mate.
So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at for this week. I think it's one of those opposite field events, not opposite field events. So it's a week after the majors, and I think it's a good opportunity for some of these guys that are coming up or haven't really played well or trying to get a spot in. That's who I like.
So is Mills prepared?
Well, we got one more getting out of the rough, don't you?
Well, we're in deference to time here. We're really up against it.
Yeah,
so.
We got 15.
I didn't know if sometimes you had to give him an alert.
Why you keep cutting this show off?
It's an hour long.
It's 7:15.
Yeah, we got 15 minutes for Where's Mills.
You think he's going to talk that long?
Yes, he does every week.
He's drunk as a skunk. We'll call him, see where he's at.
Let's see what he's doing. Well, you usually text him ahead of time.
I texted him earlier. He better be ready. He knows you're calling.
I don't know how to use my phone. By the way, I have a funny.
What are you drinking there, Johnny?
I have a funny story about that. We'll get to later.
What are you drinking?
In the Drunk Sports Podcast.
Water.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
It's just ice melting with Truly and vodka in it.
Okay.
There's water in there somehow because of ice.
Yo.
What's up, Mills?
What's up, Mills? Hold on.
Heaters and blue moons, man.
Hold on.
Heaters and blue moons. We got to play this for you real quick.
Where's Mills? Where's Mills? Where's Mills? Hey, so let me
Heaters and blue moons.
Let me get this out of the way.
I call that band name, by the way.
Let me get this out of the way real quick, Mills. You've been dodging me for 2 weeks. You must have not have broke 100 for 2 weeks.
I haven't been dodging. Johnny Gerber. Do you have a show every week?
I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You have a show last week?
Well, kind of.
What?
Sometimes,
Hey Mills, you got sweatpants in your mouth or something? I mean,
where you at? Where you at? Roosters?
No, it's in my driveway, looking at the whatever it is.
You're in your driveway in your Suburban and looking at what?
Smoking heaters and drinking.
Nothing but trees and.
What, you at Woodstock or something?
No, but okay. So listen, Johnny Gerber.
You listen.
I don't sit around like every week waiting, thinking, I hope Johnny calls me and invites me to the show this week.
Why not?
Why not? It's the highlight of your week.
No, so like today, you text me at 5:30. Be ready, Mills.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Okay, I need like 2 days notice. I'm important. I got shit to do. I got other opportunities.
Mills.
I gotta protect my brand.
What
So
brand?
don't be,
brand is that?
Don't be freaking texting me at 5:30. Give me more notice, dude.
What
I told you this before.
5:25, Johnny. 5:25.
Wait, don't we have a contract?
We have a contract, Mills. My contract with you is you answer when I call you, goddammit.
All right, is Bus there?
Bus isn't here.
He was
isn't
tardy,
here.
so we sent him home.
Bus actually has a job, unlike you.
All right, I got a question though about Bus.
All right.
Is he a choir boy?
Like, are you asking if he can sing or if he's a prude?
No. Like, is he like? I know some guys here that know Bus from when he worked here in Columbus.
Yeah.
I've asked for some dirt on Bus.
Oh, there's no dirt.
They got nothing.
He's just good to hide it. He hides it because he don't want people like you knowing his business, Mills. Because you put that shit out there on goddamn 71 North out on the street, and next thing you know, he's divorced and is paying child support for his kid.
Been there.
No, I would never put dirt out there that would jeopardize Bus. So.
Oh, just me?
Well, you're an easy target. So, Johnny, I'm surprised you're on the call. I thought you'd be home watching Brokeback Mountain. Because I heard your golf game has a lot of suck to it right now.
Where's Mills? I've been a little down in the back, Mills. I've been hurting a little bit.
Well, I heard Horseshoe Bay kicked your ass, I heard.
Well, I was hurt before Horseshoe Bay. I had a good partner, though. I didn't play that bad at Horseshoe Bay. I had a good partner.
That's not what the room reel says.
Well, Mills, you first. What do you mean rumor mill? It was a 36-hole event. I finished 6 holes. Is that good enough?
No, I heard you finished 4 holes.
I finished 4 holes on the front and 4 holes on the back each day. Is that good enough?
Johnny Gerber, I played with you when you didn't miss a green for like 4 straight days. What the hell is going on?
I'm getting old, Mills. Goddamn. I mean, you gotta let me get old a little bit.
Well, your ass isn't going to Pebble Beach. I'm finding somebody else.
Oh,
you sure you want to get somebody else?
No, because I probably won't get to go if I get somebody else.
That's probably about right, man.
You know I love you, man. I'll go out. You shoot 100, I'll beat you scratch, and I'll still love you, dude.
Well, I tell you what, you could have beat me scratch last week. I promise you, maybe. But
get to Columbus. I'm about broke. I need some money.
I'll be there on August 10th, Mills.
No, you won't. You'll be here earlier.
No, I had to shuffle it. I can't get there till August 10th. So
you're assuming you make the cut at the Texas Open.
No, that's not assuming. That's going to happen. But also, you need a little bit more time to practice because I'm going to get.
All right, where do I get a side bet on this? Can I call Vegas and get a side bet on Johnny Gerber?
Yep. Yes, you can. They got them prop bets all the time.
They're all prop bets, yeah.
You get them prop bets.
All right. I'll be real rich when you get there.
It sounds like you've had one too many blue moons, Mills. I had
about 5 too many, Johnny Gerber.
Well, make sure you take those blue moon cans out of the back of your Suburban before Mama finds them, and you have a good night. You have a good night, Mills, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, love you guys.
Love you, Mills.
Love you, buddy.
See you, man.
Bye.
There he goes.
Bye.
Where's Mills?
Where's Mills?
Where's Mills?
Where's Mills?
God, is he not the best? That asshole.
Blue Moons and Heaters. I call that band name, by the way.
They're called Bleeders, or I don't know what they call
Bleeders? Wow.
I told you that story before he joined
Rare
the country club.
form,
His prerequisite to get in, they had to get his Blue Moon and his cooler. But he wasn't joining.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
As usual.
Yeah. Great.
All right, we got anything else for the golf fans, Big Red or Johnny, anybody?
I think we're good.
All
I guess
right.
that's it.
I guess that's it. Let me get that. I forgot what that other one was. I'll have to find that drop for next week.
Let me get that bitch.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it because it's a golf show and you yell at me when I cuss on the golf show.
Yeah. The next show you can go full.
But
Brandon Steele screwed my mom.
But all right, we want to thank everybody for coming out to Tailgaters here in Plano with us for this last hour of fun and golf and games. We missed Bus. He'll be back next week, maybe, if we decide.
Did we really?
I mean, if we decide. No. Big thanks to Big Red for coming on via satellite live from Monroe City, Missouri at the Dugout Bar and Grill right there at the Y in the road behind Main Street on Vine Street.
Right by that one flashing light.
Over my right shoulder.
They do have one flashing light in the town, but it's up the street from the bar. I ran it every time I was there just to see if I could get away with it.
Yeah.
Good times. We'll be back next week. Make sure you check out the From the Rough YouTube channel for all of our fun videos and golf shenanigans that we post on there. Look forward. All of the episodes are there as well. Subscribe to us on your favorite podcast app on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. Come check us out there. We appreciate it very much. Also, make sure you check us out on DSP Media Online with all of the other great DSP Media family of podcasts and shows and personalities. Come check us out there frequently and often, if those don't mean the same thing.
Kind of redundant.
But, you know,
DJ.
It is what it is.
It's
Dustin
a little
Johnson,
redundant, DJ.
Good luck. Good luck this weekend, Dustin Johnson. I know you got it in you. Let's see you pull out a win. Just so we can talk about it next week with Johnny.
Yeah.
Because he would love that. Until next week, you guys keep hitting them straight. Today's episode is brought to you by the Highlands Performance Golf Center, North Dallas's premier golf practice facility with over 65 grass tees, 2 practice putting surfaces, a short game area, and an 18-hole mini golf course. With covered and heated tees, it's the best place to practice your game year-round. The Highlands Performance Golf Center is located in Carrollton on Trinity Mills, in between Marsh and Midway. Give them a call at 972-733-4111 or check them out on the web at highlandspgc.com.